What's up, everybody? Coming at you with that nighttime stream. Oh, yeah. Oh, my level's good. I think my levels are great. All right. So, kind of going to leave off where I did earlier today. I found this sweet light that I can kind of illuminate the painting a little bit better with. It might be a little bit too bright, to be honest. I think I have a filter on. No, I don't. Oh. Oh, wait, no. That's the wrong thing. Technical difficulties has started. We're at 18 followers, which is amazing. But yeah, I think we're gonna do painting. I'm gonna watch some videos and just have a chill night. It's 12:23. Best wish for the rest of us. All right. Oh, before I forget, again for like the 19 millionth time, we are sponsored by W Energy. Use code GOODBAD to get 10% off, and the link is in the description. Thank you. All right, that's out of the way. Okay, let's do roulette. YouTube roulette. I should just put that in the description. Although that's probably not good. Okay. Joe Rogan is the king of comedy featuring Tim Dillon. Oh God, look at that. Ugh. All right, let's check this one out.
You're always
Give
going
me
to
one
have that.
sec.
There's a lot of that.
Okay, I'm gonna be painting. Okay. All right. Thank you everybody for following, and if you stop by, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it, even if it's for a second. It don't matter. Well, let me start something in the chat. Hi everyone. Bye. Okie dokie. Let's start the video.
They hated us when we came here.
Hmm.
But really, what they didn't like is that you couldn't just around anymore. The real killers were here now.
Yeah.
The real top shelf, like national headliners, guys like Tom Segura and Tim Dillon, and these animals moved into town.
So this is like a new hub.
Oh, it's the hub of the world for comedy. Right. The Comedy Mothership is the hub of comedy in the world.
That's wild.
Yeah, and it
I didn't know that.
just opened 2 years ago.
By the way, congratulations on your magnificent success.
Thank you very much.
And you're a comedian too, huh?
Yeah,
no
I
shit.
do a lot of different things.
Yeah. Wow.
Joe Rogan's biggest battles in life have been trying to convince people he's not 5'3" and that he's famous for being a comedian. After developing a passion for martial arts as a teenager, Rogan would go on to win the US Open Championship Taekwondo tournament as a lightweight at the age of 19. However, after suffering from headaches, he became concerned about the long-term effects of life as a fighter, so he turned to stand-up comedy at the age of 21. Now that I think about it, this is actually eerily similar to the Brendan Schaub experiment, only Rogan never fought professionally and decided to pursue comedy several years earlier than Schaub did. Believe it or not though, they both still continue to lie about their height. And so Rogan would pursue a career in comedy with the intensity of an infectious disease, using the publicity from his acting career in various Hollywood sitcoms throughout the 90s, as well as his role as the host of Fear Factor in the early 2000s. He would use this to cultivate a stand-up comedy audience that would sustain him until he found mainstream fame as a podcaster on The Joe Rogan Experience. But one thing that always tickles my testicles is listening to Joe explain to non-comedy guests on his podcast that he's a comedian and he owns a comedy club, which over its short existence has somehow become the nucleus of comedy around the world. If you haven't heard yet, the Comedy Mothership and Kill Tony set the tone for comedy worldwide. Now, what in the actual fuck that means exactly, we'll never know. However, there is a problem here, but I think I've found the solution, so let me explain. It's probably quite obvious to most of you by now that Rogan became a household name through his podcast, not through stand-up comedy. This has become quite a controversial point for a lot of his fans who insist that his comedy fame is justified by his talent and has nothing to do
Oh
with his
shit.
podcast fame. I've personally spent hours investigating Rogan's stand-up.
Hey man, what's going on, dude? I haven't seen you in a while. How you been feeling? Merry Christmas. I know it's not Christmas yet, but thank you for stopping by. Even if you're just stopping by for a second. I was at, even my daughter was wondering where you were. Thank you for stopping by for real though.
Comedy specials, and my conclusions have been well documented here on YouTube and in forensic detail on Patreon. Joe Rogan's stand-up fucking sucks. The problem is that because he's so famous now, the comedy community has accepted him with open arms because of the exposure that he brings them. And now that he's opened up his comedy club in Austin, he's managed to create his very own comedy community. This is where things get interesting because Joe Rogan, the comedian, is very different from Joe Rogan, the comedy club owner.
Thank you for doing this.
My pleasure. Do you want to sit here?
No.
No, okay.
No.
It's your show, though.
Well, but that's not what we do. On YouTube, we call it, we say the Joe Rogan experience, and people click.
Ah.
Don't sue.
Good move. I won't sue.
Don't sue.
Come on.
Thank you.
On the last episode of The Tim Dillon Show, Joe Rogan made a guest appearance from his own studio. And it's not the first time he's done this. If you think back to the intervention with Brendan Schaub when him and Brian Callen were on Fox, that was also shot in Rogan's studio. And he's also done a couple of other shows, such as Breaking Points, from there as well. For some reason, he doesn't seem to like to leave his little bubble anymore now that he's a big shot. So he just gets everyone to come to him instead. So it's kind of weird watching an episode of The Tim Dillon Show with Jamie pulling shit up and Rogan steering the conversation, especially when Tim was just on JRE a few weeks ago. And as per usual, Joe started the conversation off by talking about the intricacies of comedy, how comedy specials are made, you know, all the boring behind the scenes stuff that nobody gives a shit about. There's always someone in the comments with a timestamp to skip forward. But on this occasion, they were actually talking about Tim Dillon's recent comedy special recording at the Mothership and how Rogan came in and saved the day. And I gotta say, guys, Rogan was 100% on the money here, and I gotta give him credit for it. Take a look for yourself, and then I'll pick it up straight after and break it down. This actually kind of caught me off guard.
Thank you for letting me shoot the special at the Mothership. It was amazing. Thank you for saving it.
Thank you for doing it. Well, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
When we got there, someone, it's generally some executive type person decided.
Merry Christmas, bro. But family was over the weekend, and today it's 12 minutes after midnight. Wait, right? No. It's 12. 12 past 0? What? Where? Wait, what's it? Is that midnight? Yeah, it must be midnight, right? Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, the time is a little bit different here. Americanized. Um, yeah, I know. Our whole measurement system too is pretty wild compared to everybody else. Just never gave it up, I guess, but makes sense to me. Makes no sense to anybody else though. But yeah, we are up to 18 followers now, man. So sick. Basically, once I get to, I think it's 50, I become an affiliate or a partner or something like that. And that's when I can really like start doing stuff. But yeah, I got all our Christmas stuff done. A few more presents I gotta wrap actually. Um, but everything's bought at least and done, you know. What are your plans for Christmas? Oh, oh shit, can't do that at all. Wait, what? What's up? Oh, I think the camera's flipped. 25 is so close right now. I don't watch one of your first streams. You got it big in a short time. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I can't even believe 18. That's like nuts to me. 25 is getting real close. I know. Going to church 2 times and family's coming over. Also, look at stuff. Nice, man. That's what's up. I know. I'm excited. I can't wait to just see all the freaking presents my daughter gets. Like, it's crazy. She is definitely spoiled. I'd say that for sure. But she knows it. And it's a good time to get spoiled on Christmas. Trying to figure out what to do for New Year's because last year I think it was like insanely cold again. Like right now here, it was like it was like I think 2 degrees Fahrenheit when we got up this morning. My car barely started. And then New Year's Eve, it's such a big thing in the Netherlands. You should watch. Ooh, that sounds sick. Dude, my state though, it's so stupid. Like fireworks are illegal here. And then the state down from us, the only type of fireworks they can sell is like sparklers, like fountains. So stupid. People smuggle them in from like New Hampshire, which is the state above us, but they'll literally like arrest you for bringing them across state lines. So stupid. I will check that out. Actually, I'm gonna write that down. I got a whole little notepad of stuff I should check out. So, oh, firework competition. Sick. All right, I'm gonna start this video.
I had to put lamps on every table and light the room up.
It was the brightest I had ever seen the club.
Yeah, it was weird.
I could see earrings.
Yeah, you could see everything.
Everything. It was tough. People
it was tense.
They were having fun, but
you were doing really well. But your opening acts were struggling because it was a feeling when you got there. When I walked in, I was like, Jesus Christ, this feels like a board meeting.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It felt like a conference hall. It felt weird.
It was weird,
and everybody seemed like a little off put by it. Like everyone, the audience was tense.
You know, you do comedy all the time, and then you go out and you shoot a special, and you go, okay, I've done this a million times. It's gone great, and it'll go great now, and we'll just get it on film. And then you go out,
it's Joe
and it's
Rogan.
like, and I'm like embarrassed because you're there. And in my head, I'm like, I hope he left. Because I saw people that 8 o'clock
Oh,
Wednesday
really?
show. I'm like, they don't want to be here.
And the other ones, the big fireworks are forbidden, like the big booms and stuff. Yeah. Dude, it sounds like the same shit like here. That's funny. Even across the world, they're trying to take our fireworks away. It really is what the oak that is driving. Oh, here it is. Painting's coming out pretty good. It's freaking wild. I don't know if the color is showing up right though on the camera because it does not look like that. What time is it in America? Right where I am, it's 6:22 p.m. So like after dinner time. Yeah, something weird happened too. I just looked at it and I did it. Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. Sorry. Wait a minute. Oh, wow. What was that? Okay, anyway, I went okay, now oh sorry, I got confused. I went to my Twitch and I streamed earlier today and somehow I have 48 views on the last video, which I have no idea why. It makes no sense to me. I really hope this doesn't start auto playing again. Stop doing that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna look at it right now. Maybe that's like a mistake. Hold on. Let me click at it. Content. Video producer. Yeah, dude, 44 views on the last video. And all my other ones, like the most I'll get is like 10. That is weird. Huh. How about that? Oh, I have a girl in my class. She's so beautiful and she talks more and more with me every day. We'll think she's reading on Snapchat. Like, yeah, why not? A lot of this stuff can change in a year when you're like, when you're young like you are. I would go for it, man. You might as well. You gotta take advantage of that stuff when when you're your age. You'll be kicking yourself in the ass if you don't do it, or at least don't try. I mean, she could still, shoot you down, but you never know unless you don't try. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's kind of rough on her. Because then you gotta see her. Yeah, that's tough. I don't know what I would do. It's been so long since I've been in school. I don't even know like how it would be. It's crazy thinking about that. I graduated high school the year that YouTube came out, which is like bananas to me. Time is a weird thing, man. Very weird thing. Well, then maybe just try to talk to her in class. Or would that be cringe? Man, I can't even imagine what like dating is as like a teenager or younger. I can't even do it now. If I don't do it, that is true, man. Yeah, very true. You never know, man. Because it could, turn into something beautiful. Like you said, that was a very good point. Yeah. Oh, that was like perfect. I think I might play some Path of Exile, but I think I have to stream it. Well, I said this in the last stream, but I ordered a capture card, so hopefully it comes the next couple of days, and I'm gonna be able to finally actually stream like straight from my like hook my Xbox up to my computer. So I can actually like do games that aren't all like like glitching out and choppy and all over the place. So I'm really excited about that. I got myself a Christmas present. It should be purple, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. I becoming best friends. That's tough, man. I feel you on that. Cause once you cross over into like that friend zone, it is really hard to go back from that. But I don't know. The older I've gotten, the more I've realized like if you have to fight for, I don't know. It's weird. I feel like if you have to fight for somebody's attention, it's just not meant to be. But then again, what does meant to be mean? I have definitely not had the greatest relationship history, but I mean, I feel like I've had a lot of like falling out of love type of things, and not even for like a particular reason. Just like things just fizzle out after like a couple years. But I think once you find that one person that like you never stop thinking about, even like years after you're broken up, that's definitely a sign. I feel like. The thing is that school starts in 2 weeks. Oh, I see what you mean. Hmm. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you talk to her now, you get, like be able to do something with her over, you know, the break, or just talk with her until school goes back in. You said you guys have talked before, right? Yeah, no problem, man. Of course. It is weird, man. The older you get, it's just like you hear about that like word wisdom or like I don't know, just like I guess it's just knowledge that you pick up over years of being alive, and like it's funny how your perspective can change over the course of 10 years, 20 years. Like I feel like the way I think about things now is entirely different than I did in my 20s. It's funny how you just like witness this change with like everybody else your age that you grew up with or like hung around, and everybody's going through the same thing. We're all just fighting aging, but just gotta learn to accept that we're all gonna get old. But time is definitely the one thing that you can't replace. Um, I think I'm gonna do this background with like a speckle pattern. Oh man, I have no idea. I am the last person that would know what to say. I haven't dated anybody in like shit. It's been a long fucking time. Damn, it's been a long fucking time. I haven't dated anybody in like 4 or 5 years now. Ugh. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Hopefully that changes once I get my new teeth. Kind of hard to date when you don't have any teeth. Oh man, I just messed that up pretty bad. I know it's crazy, right? The internet is wild, bro. I am really happy that you know one of my like best followers is. I think it's awesome that you're from another country and not from like America, because I barely talk to anybody outside of like streaming, besides like my daughter, my mom, you know, my daughter's mom every once in a while. But it's just really cool being able to connect to people that far away and in different, time zones, but we're all the same, you know? in different ages. I know. I feel like most streamers and YouTubers are like retiring at right now, and I'm like just starting this. But I don't know. I see other streamers like who started in like 2020, which is like only 4 years ago, and they go from like nothing to like you know 100,000 followers, which is like crazy to me. I mean, if it's possible, then why not give it a try? How I can do donations on Twitch? Oh, I can't. I can't do any of the like that until I become a Twitch partner or affiliate. But if like you went to like my profile page, it should say tipping, I think, somewhere. Oh, let me see if I can find it. Uh, Stream manager. Um, how do I look at this? Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh yeah. I guess right below the about thing, it says tips, and then once you click on that, oh yeah, then it goes to this page. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, I remember I set that up. Oh, but yeah, I'm gonna look at it right now. I think once I become a, there's like two different things. It's partner and affiliate. Then I can yeah, I can do some stuff, I think. Or like I actually can like make money from the streams, I think. By running ads, I think. Man, they bury it in like the most confusing shit. Overview. Oh, I think I found it. Wait, no, I didn't. What is this? Okay, I found it. Path to affiliate. Okay, so path to partner. Okay, so I have to reach 50 followers to become an affiliate. I have to stream for 8 hours, which I streamed for 27. Stream on 7 different days. I've done 15. Average of 3 viewers. But there's also partner, which, oh, I need an average of 75 viewers watching. Okay, that's how you do it. And then I can be, I guess, in the thing. I can be in the cool club. I think that's how it works. I'll have to look into that more. Oh God, I hate how it auto plays. That shit drives me crazy. Okay. Oh, it's okay, man. You don't got to do anything. You don't got to do anything like that. It's just you being here supports me, man. No worries. I really appreciate, you know, every time you stop by and hang out. It really does, like, it makes the streams a lot better because, man, sometimes when nobody's there and I'm like trying to pretend to talk to people, it's kind of hard to do, but I really appreciate it. Well, I don't think that's weird. I mean, I feel like I've gone years without buying. So, but again, the older I've gotten, the more I realize that, like, you know, you gotta let that shit out. The harder you hold it back, like the more it actually like seems to like physically hurt. I noted. So it's definitely a release that I think the human body needs to do every once in a while. Especially if you're going through some shit or like thinking about stuff or stressed out. Definitely helps. Releases like some cortisol or something, you know?
Some of these people don't want to be here.
Well, I don't think
Some
that's
of-
the case.
maybe it
I
wasn't.
think they were weirded out.
By how light lit
It was so well lit.
It was so well
There was
lit.
a light in front of you on your table.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was a bad idea.
And then
I
Thursday
don't-
shows were the best ever.
Yeah, that's perfect. Well, we got them to shut off everything.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, we're just going to leave these lights on. I'm like, let me see them off. Like the stage light. I
Right.
go, let me see that off.
Right.
Let me dim it down. Let me see it off. Okay, take it off. No, get rid of it. Get rid of
Right.
it. And they did everything.
Yeah.
It's so nice owning a club. where
Of
you don't-
course.
There's no committee.
Yeah.
There's no committee. There's me and you.
What do you want? You're the dictator.
But it's not even a dictator. It's like
Right.
I do whatever the comic wants. Like,
Right.
whatever you need. Tell me
Right.
what you want. We'll do it that way?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You want music? No music? Okay, no
Right.
music. Whatever you want. If I was directing or producing
Right.
your special,
Yeah.
this never would have happened. I would have said, no, we have to have it very dark. Like,
Right.
let's take a look at it.
Right.
Let me hear the sound. Sound's got
Yeah.
to be cranked all the way up.
His
Yeah.
ego
Make
has
sure
gotten
there's
kind
no,
of crazy.
there's
huh?
no things that are missing, and
Right.
we're good.
Right.
And just focus on Tim, let him do his thing.
Right.
It's just everybody is an art.
Which one did I say? But I'm interested in the mind. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, let me know for sure. Don't be nervous. It's, I'm sure she's nervous too, but you never know unless you try, right?
Artist.
That makes complete sense to me. Without even seeing the final product, I can already tell that the changes Joe made to Tim's setup for the recording were an improvement on what was already there. In my opinion, this is where Rogan should be putting his energy. With the decades of experience around different productions, from sitcoms to comedy clubs to UFC events, Fear Factor, and even as a podcaster, Joe's seen a lot of different setups and production designs, and he seems to know what he's talking about. Who in their right mind lights up a Tim Dillon comedy special like a fucking Christmas tree? How is that going to work? Unfortunately, I don't think Rogan's going to take a step back from all his other roles to focus on producing and directing comedy specials. You see, Joe loves being the arbiter of comedy, he loves being the gatekeeper for new talent, and setting the tone for comedy around the world. The Austin Holy Trinity is going on JRE as a guest, then doing a set at the Mothership, and then guest starring on Kill Tony. And when it comes to recognizing talent, Rogan fucking sucks at that too. Cat Williams said it at the beginning of the year, Joe's been pushing 6 never been funny comedians on his show, and when you combine that with his own stand-up comedy, it's really hard not to cringe when Rogan bricks up over comedians hanging out and talking shit.
Works
When
out.
mediocrity and stuff like that rises in the
Oh,
culture,
hold on.
it's not an open.
I think I'm gonna sleep nearly an hour over the night. We'll just turn from talking. Oh, you too, man. Yeah, dude. Have a good night. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. If I don't see you, I really hope you have an awesome holiday. I'm gonna try to stream, you know, like tomorrow and maybe Christmas, but your name is, oh man, let me see if I can do this one. This might be hard with no cheese too. Grin, Hyman, Hyman, Ch- Ty. Oh man, I'm sorry. Just pronounce it like Tyman. Oh, Tyman, Tyman. Cool. That's a cool name, dude. Hyman. Am I saying it right? Timon or Simon? That's funny. You your name has a like men in it. Mine has my last name is Good Man. That's funny. I love unique names. That's so dope. Yeah, that's funny. It's weird hearing that because obviously I don't think I have an accent, but of course I do. Yeah, you too, man. Have a good night. I'll see you in the next one. Please.
Overall net positive.
No.
When everybody's chasing fame, which is a very unstable thing, it's a bad goal system to have. So I think when kids are growing up and they're watching this stuff and they're going, "Oh, I should just be internet famous, and that's how I'll make my money."
Well, you know that's like a giant goal among kids today.
It's huge.
Like it's as far as like job aspiration, influencers very high on the list.
Do your kids know how like well known you are, or do you think they don't?
It would be amazing if they didn't.
Well, I don't know. I'm
That'd
sure
be pretty amazing.
but they know.
Yeah, they know.
Okay.
They're super aware. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a
course,
freak
man.
when I go places.
And
it's-
people
it's
just come up
weird.
to you, and
Yeah,
it's a whole thing.
Yeah. Most people are real nice.
Right.
So it's not a real problem. It's what comes with the job.
Not my people.
Yeah.
They want my time
Yeah, well, they want my time too.
because I don't have a family,
You
so
don't
I'm
have a
just
family.
sitting there alone. They go,
Yeah. They'll sit right next to you.
and they'll point to their girlfriend and they'll go, "Tell her how the Clintons kids." tell her. I keep telling her. She doesn't believe me. Tell her.
No one suffers more than the girlfriends of our fans.
I mean, one woman
No
came
one.
to me and she said, "I think you're really funny," and she goes, "But every day I hear either Joe Rogan's voice, Theo Von's voice, your voice,"
Yeah.
and she goes, "I just want it to stop." And sometimes sometimes she'll go like, "I'll wake up and you're like yelling about something in my house." And
That
my
is
boyfriend's laughing. He goes, "It's really funny." And she goes, "Why are you?" And he goes, "No, he's screaming about his some waitress at a diner." And she goes, "Make it stop. Turn it off. Why are we listening to this? Why are we listening?"
Well,
Oh,
ladies,
man.
you have your
He had like
true
a
crime
burp.
shows.
You have
This is
Brace
what
your
we
squeal.
This is what we need as I could say this as men for sure,
Yeah.
and certainly as comedians, and including a lot of
Right.
comedian females. We need to talk.
Yeah.
It's very fun, and
Right.
it makes life
Talking shit
enjoyable. It makes
is
life
awesome.
make more sense.
Right.
The drones freak me out. Talking about you or to you
Yeah.
rather about the drones
Yeah.
makes me laugh.
It's fun.
I would rather talk shit about what's going on in Ukraine and laugh with you than really stay up at night
Thinking
freaking out
about it,
about the fact
freaking
that we
out.
might be.
Because some people's job is to freak out. That's not our job.
I don't want to freak out.
Joe Rogan 2024. Talking shit is very fun. Seriously, does he hear himself talking? Joe's idea of talking shit is sitting in his studio, popping zins and smoking cigars while his buddies' jokes go flying over his shiny head. Then he'll interrupt everyone to read a post he saw on Twitter the other day that turns out to be completely made up by some
Yeah.
random, so he'll insist that Jamie find the real one that he thinks that he saw. For someone who loves to talk shit, most of the time he really is just full of shit. After going on and on about the drones and the orbs and how it's probably China starting World War III, Jamie inconveniently revealed the truth.
Jamie,
Whoa.
Jamie, are you just going to terrify us the whole time?
So that's what these are just stars that are a little bit
This
out of
is
focus.
this is a John
Oh,
John
okay.
Summit concert. This is
Okay.
Diplo. This is nothing.
The star out of focus on the bottom looks exactly like the photos.
So these are just stars.
Yeah, mostly that's what it seems like. I found the original post that one came from.
Thank you, Jamie.
Wow.
We're thinking we're getting
We're debunking
nuked.
it, and it's just a star.
Stars look dope as. That looks exactly. And the top
It's
one.
not China nuking us. It's just the stars.
The top one
Beautiful.
looks exactly like it.
Especially if I pause it at a right
Yeah,
time.
the top one looks exactly like it.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
Biden's good.
Except for all that Syria, Ukraine.
Okay, that was actually funny as fuck. They'd literally spent the previous half hour discussing how we're on the verge of World War III because of these unidentified orbs that keep popping up. Rogan was balls deep in all these conspiracies, reading up on all these different opinions about what these spherical objects could be, and then Jamie does 5 minutes of Googling and figures it out. And for someone who's so chronically
That's so
online like
funny,
Rogan
dude.
is, he really doesn't see the irony of spending so much time getting Jamie to pull up shit that he saw on Facebook and Twitter, and then in the next breath complaining about how toxic social media is.
You know,
That
I
would
can
drive me
summon
nuts.
my car.
That's crazy.
Like if I'm in a parking lot and I want my car to come.
That would drive me nuts. I would not be able to have somebody looking up stuff on the internet for me. Like that drives me nuts when people are like doing that. Like he does that, and there's another YouTuber or podcaster that does it, where it's like, yeah, it's just look up this thing. Oh, that's not the right one. Go down, 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 down. It's like, bro, just like you do it. Man, I wish I could remember who it is. That shit drives me crazy. But I mean, maybe I'm just like a megalomaniac, you know? I just want to control everything. Well, no, I don't want to control everything. I just want it to be like I want to do every job, basically. So I'm not a good manager. That was a deep cut. All right. Sorry if I get quiet. Sometimes it's freaking lines don't work very well. This one is not having a good time. So basically, I think once all these colors are down, the base colors are down, what I'm going to try to do is do like these highlights in between each one. Yeah. So I'm going to try to do some highlights either in between them or like almost on them. Something that I haven't really done before. Try and pull out a little more depth because it's really flat. Oh, and I think the background we're gonna do black with like the stars I do on my other paintings, which I haven't done in a while. I take an old toothbrush and I just go but I'm gonna have to cut out some like mask to cover this up with so I can do it on that. But yeah, it's coming out good. The the stupid pencil though is really making me angry. It is just like you barely touch it and it gets everywhere. I'm really trying not to let it spread onto the painted parts. But it's quite annoying. It is quite annoying. I don't know why my voice is so low. Oops. way to get stuff around. Did I press pause? What happened? Wait up.
To the front. If I park back there, I can summon it.
Yeah,
It'll come to get me.
that's crazy.
That's nuts. And then I can press the address and I'll say, take me home. And it
Right.
just takes me home.
Right.
Full navigation, stops at red lights, puts its blinker on when it changes lanes, recognizes where traffic is, goes
Is he
around
allowed
it.
to have that?
Right.
We're so close to not needing drivers. And then that's going to be great for the government. They can just shut your car down, you know, and all the rebels are going to have like old Ford pickup trucks and shit with
Right.
carburetors.
Right.
Because you're going to, like, that's what Tucker drives. You ever
Right.
see Tucker's car?
Yeah.
He drives no navigation, no
Right.
GPS, no nothing.
Right.
I never send him like Instagram stories or something because
Yeah.
he doesn't even have it.
No,
He doesn't look at any of that stuff.
he doesn't.
It's
It's kind
healthy.
of cool.
It's the way to do it.
It's the way to do it.
I'm pretty close to that.
He doesn't know who the Costco family is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not close to that because I do go on Instagram a lot, and I really like to go on YouTube. YouTube's my
There's
favorite.
something about being a comic. You want to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, it's
you
also like
need to
YouTube
know.
for me is a nice escape.
Yeah.
I get to watch a video about an ancient civilization, or watch a guy go hunt bucks in the forest, or watch a professional pool game.
Right.
To me, it's like just entertainment. And,
Right.
But the social media thing, man, I just think most people are not cut out for it. I think it's bad for you. I think it makes you think you're in conflict all the time. Everybody's always arguing about stuff. People are dunking on each other. I think it accentuates mental illness. I've known people that I'm friends with, and I can't even talk to them anymore because of their tweets.
Did he just say he's pretty close to being completely off social media like Tucker Carlson and then admit that he's always on Instagram and YouTube? Come on, bro, get your story straight. Honestly, like I was saying before, Rogan's social media obsession is ruining his podcast because of all the bullshit that he gets duped by and tells Jamie to pull up for everyone to see. But getting trolled has become a big issue for Rogan, especially since his last comedy special dropped. Last week, he called out channels like mine because he doesn't like how much engagement we get for talking shit about him.
When I was younger, I'd read things that people would say about me, and I'd be like, oh my God, like, who's this asshole? That's not true. And you get all upset. So then I stopped reading all comments about me. And oh my God, it changed everything. Changed everything.
You do the post and ghost, right?
Yes, it's the way to go. I have friends, and they'll come to me, like they'll come to the comedy club or something, and they'll be like genuinely emotionally distraught because people are attacking them online. I go, but they're not here. First of all, it's not true. You're really funny. You're a great guy.
Right.
So it's all bullshit, and they don't know you.
Right.
So they're just deciding to do this, and they know that it fucks with you because you talk openly about it.
Sounds like
And so now
Bobby
they're going to
Lee.
accentuate it. They're going to keep jabbing at you. They got a rock. There's a window.
Yeah, they're in the cheap. They're in the
Yay!
cheap seats. We're
Yeah.
whipping them. Do you think it's something that's like systemic, that is literally spreading and growing? Like the people that put that type of trash out all the time, and then they think there's some sort of value to that, and then other
But there
people
is
see
some
it. And then,
value, right? They do get engagement, right? And if you're a person that has like a YouTube show where all you do is shit on people, you have bad karma for sure. You're suffering.
Yeah, but you got to deal with that the rest of your life.
There are guys who make a living doing that. They're all fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's value in it, but I do think you make something out. You can create a career doing that. That's part of the problem. Is that it's effective.
What are they talking
Right,
about?
like the trolls. Like,
Yeah, like it,
trolls
it,
and-
it does get engagement,
Sure.
but then what kind of engagement are you getting?
Okay, 100% Joe was talking about Bert Kreischer at the beginning there, maybe Whitney Cummings as well. They're the first two comics that I can think of who have openly cried on podcasts because of all the hate they get. But we've heard this from Rogan before, and it's been getting stronger ever since he dropped his comedy special earlier this year, and we all made videos ragging on him. I think Elephant Graveyard's video, Burn the Boats as a Funeral for Joe Rogan's comedy career, must have really gotten under his skin. It was probably the most viral of all the videos reviewing his comedy special, with over 3.6 million
Look at that-
views as
look
of
at that
recording,
thumbnail.
and we know that Rogan's people tried to have it taken down at one point. And look, I don't
Why wouldn't
necessarily
you?
disagree with everything Rogan just said, but trying to make it out as if anybody who says anything negative about him is mentally ill, or they're trolling, or they're crazy, or whatever, that's just a massive cope. The real question he should be asking himself is why these videos get so much engagement. And if he'd actually spent the
All right.
time to try to understand
You know what?
why there's
Let's
such a
do some-
growing community calling him
Shit,
out
sorry.
and keeping him
Let's do some PoE. I'm gonna play. Boom. All right. I'm gonna have to shut this stream down and then go on in a couple of minutes. It's crazy how my brain clock is just like on top of it. We're almost at exactly an hour. Okay. Okay, I did redo the ending, the outro to include all 18 people, so all 18 followers. I appreciate every one of you, especially the big guy, 19,999. You're the man. Happy Merry Christmas. Happy 12/23, everybody. I appreciate everybody who stops by. I will see you in a couple of minutes, and it's going to be a no face cam, just audio live stream of Path of Exile 2 straight from the Xbox. So I will see you in a couple minutes. Peace!